Watkins Glen International. Established on the streets of Watkins Glen, New York in 1948, the Glen has a long storied past from its days of hosting Formula One to its position as New York's only home to the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. It's time for the NASCAR 15 Let's Play to make its second and final road course race before the chase. The amount of aggressive driving on this course is sure to remind fans of just how much of a contact sport stock car racing is. It's the I Love New York 355 at the Glen, and this is NASCAR on McBlam Racing. The pace car makes his way down pit road as we are starting from the 16th starting spot, running the blue Sunoco paint scheme as a tribute to Joseph Lombard, aka N2SC4R, and his family, for they have suffered a tragic loss over 1 week ago. Running the blue paint scheme and the number as Kurt Busch and Jimmy Johnson will lead them to the line. 2 by 2, green flag is in the air. Not a great start, but the inside line really checked up. A lot of people spinning tires. Ooh, Joey Logano gives us a big boot out of the way as calamity ensues in turn 1. Oh, around goes Harvick in front of the field, and he saves it. We are fighting with Danica Patrick. Dropped back a couple of spots already as we make a move to the inside of Danica. We're going to have to slow up for the bus stop here. Ooh, big bump from behind. Clint Boyer goes off into the grass. And he somehow manages to maintain speed and keep it to the inside. And he's going to go around us for the 19th spot. So we're working our way to the inside of Cole Witt, about to make it 3 wide. We think better of it and back out of that. Here comes Harvick again, wanting his spot back. Calamity ensues. Wow! AJ Allmendinger made a big, bold move. Oh, as Austin Dillon was forcing him up into us. We got into the wall back there, made some serious contact. Dropping back to the 24th spot. Going down into turn 1 again. A little less treacherous that time around.
Put it on the left.
And give you a little bit tight.
Gotta work for that money.
Sliding just a little bit, but we're trying to get back up there and contend. Oh boy. Carl Edwards looking to our inside. Can't quite get there.
7 seconds ahead.
We're down into the bus stop. Ooh, Edwards makes a bold move.
Car inside at your door.
Comes back across the grass through the carousel. And we've dropped back to the 26th starting spot, making it really wide out of the carousel turn. So coming to this 3rd lap,
Watch your inside.
paying tribute to Joseph Lombard, N2SC4R, and his family for
Approaching your rear.
the tragic loss they've suffered. We're going to run a silent lap 3
Check up, check up.
as we come to the line. Managed to gain back one spot from Cole Witt, but he's battling back on the outside. So we're side by side into turn one. We're going to get the advantage. We do tend to get a good run. Our entry into the S's is not working out too well for us. We're losing a lot of time because we cannot run full throttle through there. That allowed Cole Witt to catch back up to us. But here comes Trevor Bain with a big head of steam. Down through the bus stop. Oh, Bain gets into the back of us. He's off through the grass. He's coming back across and he spins us out. Around goes Vickers.
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
And caution is out. It always happens. No matter what it is. Oh, Ty Dillon up and over. It's the big one at Watkins Glen.
Clean up truck, I'm gonna need you to go out.
The road will be open this time.
I'm trying to be patient, man. I'm trying to be patient. These guys are really testing every ounce of patience that I have right now. You hear they were not too happy with the way things have turned out. Preferably, we would have liked the entire race to go green and kind of fight our way up there. But we're going to go ahead and come down pit road, get 4 tires, fill it up with fuel, and hopefully...
Let's do a splash of fuel. Tires
make it all the way to the end. Hey there, race fans, Mikey here, and the Bojangles Southern 500 at Darlington is less than 1 month away. So you know what that means? Throwback paint schemes. Because honestly, why else would you watch me race at Darlington? You know I'm no good there, right? I mean, come on, it's NASCAR 15. And this year we have 2 paint schemes to choose from. The first is a throwback to Smoke himself, Tony Stewart, from back in his Joe Gibbs days, his Home Depot paint scheme. And the second throwback scheme is Jeff Gordon's Rainbow Warrior paint scheme from back in his early days. Yeah, a post-creeper mustache. Anyway, guys, you have 2 ways that you can vote. The first being down in the comments below of each video leading up to that day. The second is to cast your vote on Twitter. You can find the link to that poll down in the description down below. And while you're over there, maybe press the follow button. You know, because why not? The votes will be tallied on August 31st, which is the last Thursday before that race. Thank you guys for participating, and I will see you in the next race. Okay, and here are the top 10. Greg Biffle and Jimmy Johnson on the front row. Keselowski, Hamlin, Kenseth, Newman, Earnhardt Jr., Almirola, Casey Mears, and AJ Allmendinger round out the top 10. Bobby Labonte, Tony Stewart, Ryan Blaney, Brian Vickers, Austin Dillon, among others, have come down pit road.
It's all up to you now, buddy.
All took 4 tires and fuel.
Make all the difference.
We're going to restart 41st. On the inside lane after the incident earlier on in the race. Coming down to, we're almost going to be halfway to go when the green flag drops. Going to try to make our way up there and have some strategy. Green flag is back in the air.
Inside.
Oh boy, losing a lot of spots on the initial start there. Oh boy, I have to try really hard not to get into Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon managing to recover from that hard incident he had with Brian Vickers. He's working his way around Danica Patrick. We're making our way up through the S's. They're still side by side. I don't want to go 3 wide into the bus stop, so I'm going to just go ahead and back it down.
7 seconds ahead to the lead car.
Advantage Danica Patrick from Ty Dillon. Oh boy, somebody's in the grass up there. Hopefully the strategy works out for us. It's going to be interesting to see if this is going to, how this plays out, because we don't know how many of those front runners are actually going to pit, as we get a little bit loose and we couldn't quite complete the pass on Danica Patrick.
Nice and easy. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
People are already coming down pit road. We've managed to pick up a couple of spots. I'm trying to be a bit cautious here because I don't want to cause another caution. I want things to kind of play out and see where we end up.
That's it, little by little. You gain a
Watkins
tenth on the
Glen
guy
has
in front.
always been a really tough track for us. It's never been... I'm actually pretty used to finishing last. Wow, Brian Vickers slowed down a lot. Not sure what happened there.
Let's go to work
Boy,
now, buddy. Come on.
our Carl Edwards is drifting it through the bus stop. We try to make our way around the carousel. The carousel really tends to kill us a little bit. Okay, we're working our way inside of Vickers, inside of Edwards. We got a big run off the carousel that time. Problem is we can't really carry any speed in.
Clear left.
Into the back of Vickers a little bit. Had to get on the brakes. Brakes shot us up the track. Kurt
You
Busch
dig it.
just came down pit road. I think that was Kurt Busch.
That's halfway, buddy. Outside.
Okay. We're now working our way down through turn 1. But yeah, Watkins Glen has never
Hard
been
front
good
heading to
to
the
us. It's just... Maybe it's just the speed, the nature of like the speed of the track, because this is a much faster track than most road courses I've raced on before in either Sonoma or Formula One in general. And I'm used to kind of running a little bit slower, but this is such a fast track, and I don't think I ever quite got used to it. And I know this is some of most people's favorite track. Between this and Sonoma, usually people pick Watkins Glen, but it's just never been very good to us. And to be honest, we're doing fairly well, because usually we finish last. Usually we are pulling up the rear, because the other thing is trying to time my passes.
Keep rolling.
Because I can get runs off the corner,
Six to go.
but I can't go into the corner as
Outside,
hard. Because if I go into the corner really hard, I just tend to freaking fly off the track.
Smooth and calm. 10-4.
Okay, we're inside of, oh boy. Got a little bit too overzealous there. Got into grass, got into Edwards. I think with more practice on this track, I can get really good at it. But as of right now, I tend to think of myself as still kind of learning, because it's not like Sonoma. Like Sonoma, it's almost a particular type of rhythm to it and finesse. Whereas Watkins Glen, I just don't have that. I haven't gotten that finesse yet. We're well past halfway. Whoa, Carl Edwards was really loose there.
Keep a good pace. You're doing great.
Brad Keselowski is your race leader, and Tony Stewart has logged the fastest lap of the race so far.
Good job.
We're racing side by side with Carl Edwards. Ooh, managed to get a big run on Danica Patrick as well. But we overdrive it going into the S's. That's just that's one thing we got to really get used to. We got to get that entry to the S's just right. Little tap to Ty Dillon. We've had trouble with Ty Dillon in the past. We're going to try to make it a little bit. Oh boy, we overdrove that a little bit. We go really wide. We're going to lose some spots because of that.
Now you're clear.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if we go in really hard, we just the car just doesn't respond, and I want them just sliding
Right side's
everywhere.
clear. Come on, work your way to the front.
As it stands, it's a pretty decent battle. If I knew the track better, this could be a little bit easier, but I'm kind of enjoying the challenge some.
4 to go.
4 laps to go. We're going down into turn 1. Oh boy. Carl Edwards just gave Danica Patrick a really big bump. There we go. We overdrove that again. It's really hard. It's really hard for me to gauge that. Okay, we ran really good through the S's this time. Got a really big run, and we can get through the S's like that. We can actually do really well. Carl Edwards got a big run through the chicane. He got back around us. Yeah, we're kind of going back and forth here, and even though this is a battle for 30th, well, 29th rather now, but even though this is a battle back here,
Clear right.
it's kind of fun. It's a little bit intense. And they were going 3 wide. I didn't want to go 3 wide down there. I kind of wanted to, like I said, I don't want to bring out a caution.
Nice pass.
Okay, passing some more people down pit road. Kozlowski has yet to pit. Okay, we're going to try our luck on Danica Patrick again.
Left side's clear.
Okay, a little bit better entry into the S that time. We still have to be careful. Oh boy, big run on Carl Edwards that time. Did not expect that. Okay, here we go down through the butt stop.
We've been here before, buddy. Come on, let's pick it up.
And here comes Danica Patrick. Danica Patrick's going to muscle us up out of the way. Because we're going to have to run really, really high. And take out all the cones while we're at it. And try to catch back up to Danica Patrick, who's now in 23rd. Denny Hamlin about a little under half a lap away in 25th. So not much to worry about there. Got Danica to ease up the track. 2 laps to go.
Dude, every position is more points.
Here comes Danica back on the outside. But she had to go wide. Could not complete the pass on the outside. And again, a better entry down into the S's. Much better. And we almost held it full throttle through there, so that means we got a really good run. We're now trying to catch up to Ty Dillon. Much better run through the S's that time. Oh, sorry, through the bus stop. This carousel is always really hard to judge.
That's a full second you made up on the driver in front. Way to go, buddy.
And the white flag is out for Jimmy Johnson. 1 lap to go. I don't know who else is going to pit. We work our way to the inside of Ty Dillon. Into the 19th spot.
Check your outside.
Ty Dillon making a big run to the outside. But we make it through. Oh, ran the entry to the S is a little wide. That's okay. I think we're going to make it work. Kind of sliding around a little bit. Gaining a little bit of time. And we're now 18th. Going through the bus stop chicane for the final time. Jimmy Johnson still out front. Through the carousel. Oh boy, what in the world? What in the world was that? I didn't hit the wall, so what was that? That was interesting. And Kyle Busch pulls off an upset win. Kyle Busch takes the victory on the last lap. I would have given anything to have seen that pass. But we're going to come home 18th.
We collect some good points.
Yeah, not bad. Sorry I wasn't able to get to the front, though.
Good, strong, confident driving out there, buddy. Top 20 is more than respectable.
Yeah, I wish I could have done better. I wish I could have done more. Big shout out to N2SC4R. This one was for you, man. My condolences to you and your family. And I wish I could have done more for it, man. I wish I could have got this car to victory lane, but you're in our hearts, man. You're in our hearts. You're in our thoughts and everything. So, take care of yourself, man. All right, guys. So here are the race results for the I Love New York 355 here at Watkins Glen. Kyle Busch is your race winner. Jeff Gordon will come in second. Clint Boyer's in third. Tony Stewart, with the fastest lap of the race, finishes fourth. Fifth is Kurt Busch, Stewart-Haas Racing teammate. Jimmy Johnson in sixth. Seventh is Ryan Blaney. Eighth is Chase Elliott. Ninth is Kevin Harvick. And rounding out the top 10 will be Joey Logano. And here is the rest of the field, where you can pick out your favorite driver. Unfortunately, we couldn't do anything better than 18th. Maybe with a longer race, we could have gotten up there to the front and contended and played a little bit more fuel strategy, similar to what we did at Sonoma. But it's just so hard for me to race here. It's really, really hard. And I felt like we did the best we could. So, looks like everyone finished on the lead lap. No one finished one lap down. That's the benefit of doing a road course and having such a large track. So, everyone finished on the lead lap, and looks like it's a pretty decent race for the most part. Anyway, here are the point standings as of right now after the race at Watkins Glen. Dale Earnhardt Jr. still maintains the points lead. He is 19 points ahead of us in second place. Kurt Busch is in third. Fourth is Tony Stewart. Fifth is Jeff Gordon. Sixth is Brad Keselowski. Seventh is Denny Hamlin. Eighth is Kevin Harvick. Ninth is Jimmy Johnson. And rounding out the top 10 is most likely, actually I think Clint Boyer will round out the top 10. And from there we'll have Kyle Busch, Greg Biffle, Ryan Blaney, Martin Truex Jr., Austin Dillon, Matt Kenseth, and Jamie McMurray. They will round out the challengers. I think I overcounted by one, but yeah, those are your 16 challengers for the race, for the chase. So anyway, guys, it's not a bad finish at Watkins Glen, given that we usually finish last here, and I was doing everything I possibly could to try to get back up to get up to the front. And we pretty much had a car. We qualified pretty much where we should have been, basically. And we did finish. We finished 2 places behind where we actually qualified. But I was doing everything I could. I've never ever been good at Watkins Glen, but I wanted to bring a good finish home for Joseph Lombard, on behalf of what's happened to him. Again, condolences to him, his brother Zach, and the family. I just wanted to do really well, and I feel like in terms of how I usually finish here, I did do really well. We have improved, but it's not the result I was really hoping for. But anyway, I do everything in threes, so the next 3 races I will be running the number 82, just as a tribute to Joe Lombard and to SC4R and the family. We'll run the same Sunoco paint scheme. We'll run that for the Michigan race and the Bristol race afterwards. So I usually run my Parts America. Scheme at Bristol. But, just like I said, we do everything in 3, so 3 of the 82 paint scheme. So yeah, guys, like I said, decent finish. We didn't lose second place, at least. We didn't finish last, but I still would have liked to have finished better. And we may be able to get that. Our next race is at Michigan, so we may be able to do something with that. We've never been great at qualifying there, but we usually can get up to the front. And if the race goes green and we don't have to deal with restarts, because we're really bad on restarts, we were getting killed on starts here at Watkins Glen. So I have to do something about that. Look into the setup, because I was running the Sonoma setup here at Watkins Glen, and it was working really well in terms of like how I could handle through the turns and stuff. I was having a little bit of trouble with the carousel, but I would like to get that narrowed down for next season. And running at Michigan, as long as we don't have to deal with restarts, we're really not that great at restarts at Michigan. We can do something there. We can definitely do something there regardless of the qualifying position. So we're going to try to do our best there and bring home a good finish for the Sunoco paint scheme. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the race. It did have its share of excitement and a little bit of nail biting there, but it probably did get boring after a while because I was trying to implement some strategy. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, I do these races every Sunday following the NASCAR season. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. And I will see you at Michigan.